And good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to more Phillies baseball. Phil's getting set for Game 3 against the Houston Astros at Minute Maid Park. And hi, everybody, it's Bilskie coming back at you with some more of Phillies baseball. Here is your 77-15 Phillies, who lead this series, who pretty much all but won this series as it stands right now. Stand to either get the sweep or take 2 out of 3. As Jake Arrieta looks for win number 18 and remaining undefeated, but he's going to have a tough task ahead of him, especially with this offense. We saw last night they jumped all over Wheeler, and Zach got hammered in the first inning. So we'll see how Jake manages to take it to the Houston Astros here, as once again looking to remain undefeated against Justin Verlander. Both these guys former Cy Young Award winners, and definitely going to be much like last night we saw with Zach Wheeler and Zach Greinke, the Battle of the Zacks. We saw a marquee matchup on the mound. Well, I reckon it's going to be pretty much the same thing here tonight. As we're getting set here, just looking to get it online here. Don't forget to check out the Phillies Facebook page. I always put the live links on there as well, which is doing that as we speak. So we're going to get to the lineup in just a moment. We're going to get started at about 7:20. A little late. By the way, this was supposed to be originally scheduled to be a day game. I believe it was supposed to be a 1:05 game, if I'm not mistaken. But this one obviously is taking place now, and the Phils from here will venture back to the East Coast and make a stop off in Washington, D.C. To face the Washington Nationals. But before they get to Washington, they got one to win over the reigning and defending 2019 World Series champions Houston Astros. I'm sorry, 2017. The Nationals are the reigning champions. They'll be facing them next, but the Astros won it in 2017. So sorry for that brain fart right there. It was a long day at the office, so to speak. A long day at work, so I beg your indulgence. So we're going to get right to it, and we're going to jump right into game action here. Let's see, what are they wearing? Wearing their standard homes. What else do they got? That'll work. All right, Phil's wearing their standard road grays. As you see, we're coming to you from Minute Maid Park. Close, clear skies. We'll go overcast. You know what? Maybe we'll just go clear skies like it was supposed to be. All right, Jake the Snake. Our version of The Undertaker, looking to continue his undefeated streak at 17-0. Will it be 18-0 after this? As you take a look at the starting lineup there, Roman Quinn leads off in center field. Batting second, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen. Batting third, the right fielder, Bryce Harper, who's looking to really get back into the swing of things. The co-leader, these two right here, the co-leader in home runs in the National League. Bryce looking to get back into the swing of things. The big fella, Rhys Hoskins, the cleanup hitter, playing first base tonight, of course. JT Realmuto, the captain, behind the plate, batting fifth. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius. Batting third, Mean Gene back in the lineup. Batting seventh, playing third. Back in the lineup, Mean Gene Segura, once again at DH. Jay Bruce will be batting eighth, and batting ninth, Scott Kingery. As you take a look at the streak here, as far as the winning streak of the Phils is concerned, they are up to 13 right now, I believe, and looking to make it 14. As you take a look at the starting lineup for your 77-15 Phillies, it goes Quinn, McCutchen, and Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, and Gregorius, Segura, Bruce, and Kingery. That is your starting 9. There is your starting pitching matchup. This should be a good one. Battle of two former Cy Young Award winners, and this the third and final game of this series. Enjoy the game, everybody.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Houston Astros. The Phils try to lock down their 14th consecutive win. Coming up next. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, since he's put on a Houston Astros uniform, Justin Verlander's kind of turned his career around. Went through a couple of seasons where his velocity was down, but he's always had that good curveball changeup combination. Velo back up to the mid to upper 90s to go along with that fastball and the curveball, and Justin Verlander is all the way back.
Standing in, Roman Quinn. He will lead this one off today. First pitch on its way from Verlander. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And now the Astros from the opening bell will have to deal with a real threat on the base paths.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Quinn gets his lead at first, nobody out. 2-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
The 2-1. Chopped to third, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. A bouncer to the left side. Altuve for one. To Gurriel, and they get them both. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but...
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. So striding in, Rhys Hoskins. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat. Hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. Harper blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Well, with 2 away, the man on first, he was moving on contact, and he got a great jump and comes all the way around to score on that double. Always nice to snag the early lead, and they've done it here.
Now to the plate, JT Realmuto. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here.
And he's also right there in the top 5 in both batting average and home runs. He's really a great all-around hitter.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Real Muto is widely considered one of the elite backstops in the game. Of course, his skills behind the plate are well documented, and in a position like catcher, that makes a big difference for his team every night he straps it on.
And for obvious reasons. And he allows the pitching staff to throw any pitch, any count, knowing they can bounce that breaking ball and feel like it's coming right back to him. This guy, he is really one of the special defenders in our sport.
2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
2 out here and a runner at second. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk. And there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one into right. Reddick is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up, and Philadelphia is off to an early 1-0 lead. Jake Arrieta gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Here's Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit to short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. The windup and the 0-1. Line toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Here's Jay Bruce now. His line against Justin Verlander, batting at an even .400. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Fouled away. Another try at 2-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And in steps Scott Kingery. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is low, ball 1. Now it's 2-0. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Now at the plate, Yordan Alvarez. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a hard liner, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already. but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball one.
Looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman, Arrieta. Originally from the state of Missouri, he was a fifth-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to the right. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. So stepping in, George Springer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal, so there'll be runners at the corners with one gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Carlos Correa comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this.
Back now in Houston, home of the Astros, who've certainly treated their fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. Altuve has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So striding forward now, Andrew McCutchen. First pitch on its way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. One and 1 to Andrew McCutchen. High in the air out to center field. Springer on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Coming to the plate now, Bryce Harper. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Josh Reddick. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. So 1 away in the inning, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League East to see where the Phils find themselves entering play today. Striding in for Houston, Lorenzo Quintana. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. There's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Now a throw over. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again a throw over, and the fans don't like this at all. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Runners on first with one down. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only one away. So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. A shot down the first baseline. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that time.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. First pitch of the at-bat. Left center, base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. Throw into second.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
At the plate now, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Two balls and two strikes to the Phillies catcher.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
The 2-2.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that. He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
This is pulled into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Gene Segura standing in as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Smoked on the ground left side, and that's through into left, a base hit, and that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Into the box now, Jay Bruce. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Comes set with the 0-1. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The relay throw, and this will not be in time as he's into third base safely.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Runners on the corners now with one man gone, and that'll bring up the former first rounder Scott Kingery. From the belt, kicks and deals. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Lined hard toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there. 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Phillies 4 and the Astros nothing. Digging in, Yordan Alvarez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Hits this one hard the other way, and that's through for a hit. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th. And as you see on the graphic, he's currently 3rd best on this Astros ball club. So here's Yuli Gurriel as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
He's set. Here it comes. George Springer comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now the 0-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Now in the box, Carlos Correa. Arrieta sets. First pitch on the way. And that's in there for strike 1. No runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. all ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Bryce Harper. Back to work now is Verlander as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. On that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Hard around first is Harper racing for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Framber Valdez, a 5'11" left-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Hoskins brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and the look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Yeah, this is a great spot for him right now. He just seems to have been picking up left-handed pitching great all season long.
And that's the first out. Riding in once again, JT Realmuto. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
The 0-2 once more. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate, Gene Segura hit sharply on the ground, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
To the plate now, Jay Bruce. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Now both runners are breaking. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in a game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A little roller toward the hole. And there's one down now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in to try it again, Lorenzo Quintana, a base hit in his first trip. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. One out, nobody on. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Count is 1-2 now. Right back to the mound for Arrieta. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
Michael Brantley is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Hit on the ground out to short, taken in by Gregorius, and there are two away now.
Up next, the third baseman, Alex.
Stepping in, Alex Bregman. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for Houston. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Now the pitch. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Springer. It's up and out of here into the archways. A solo shot here to left. Number 21 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
So now to the plate, Roman Quinn. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0. Hit back toward the mound. Scooped up. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed. Standing in now, Andrew McCutchen. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Nobody out, runner on first. And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
And that swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's 1 away. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
In now, JT Realmuto. Pitch is popped up. Bregman has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Phils tack on 1 more on this solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Phillies 6 and the Astros nothing. Standing in, Jose Altuve. No hits to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Stepping in now, Yordan Alvarez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. A 2-0 count to the Astros DH.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Strike called, 2-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Popped up, and no one will get this one. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Don't want to forget about him. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Gregorius has it. There's 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Astros are down quietly. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Contrary to the usual strategy of working the count, they've been jumping all over the first pitch they're seeing, and that has translated into a bunch of hits. And more importantly, runs on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 7th inning ready to roll. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The third baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Gene Segura singled home a run in his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
Hard hit toward the hole, and just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box, Jay Bruce, as it's on the ground toward the hole, and that is into right field. A base hit, and that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Sometimes this game doesn't make sense right there. He's out on his front side, his butt's in the dugout, and he's still able to roll it through for a knock. Pitcher has to be frustrated.
Austin Pruitt comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. To the plate now, Scott Kingery. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the throw in gets away from him.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI 2-bagger.
At the plate, Roman Quinn, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Popped him up. Correa over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
In now, Andrew McCutchen looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Hard hit ball to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Phillies 7 and the Astros nothing. Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the outfielder George Springer.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ripped down the first base line. One there. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Lays off 1-0.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
That evens it up 1-1. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Hit out towards second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nothing doing there for Houston. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Bryce Harper. Here comes the first pitch. Get hard back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Now batting, Rhys Hoskins. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Hoskins behind, the count 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
At the plate now, Didi Gregorius, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 home.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 2-0. Hot shot on the ground is short. And it's not in time. He's safe, as a run will score on the play as well.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Roberto Ozuna enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 54, Roberto Ozuna.
Stepping in now, Gene Segura. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is just shy of the box seats, off the top of the wall. To third now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box, Jay Bruce, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Popped him up. Bregman in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, second base,
now at the plate, Scott Kingery. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Looking to minimize the damage here. A ball and no strikes. Chopper to short. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Phillies lead it 9-0. Ready once again, Lorenzo Quintana. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
A bouncer up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as we head toward the All-Star break, you can see he's on top of the NL in that category. At the plate, Michael Brantley. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Arrieta into the windup and the pitch. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in, Alex Bregman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. And And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
He's set and the pitch. Jose Altuve is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. From the belt, the pitch.
Well, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sliced hard on the ground. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Yordan Alvarez stands in as he looks at a called strike. A ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. 9th inning coming up. Phillies lead this one 9-1. New inning set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Roman Quinn. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder. Here it comes, 2-0. Grounder down the line at third. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Set and the 2-1 pitch. And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's one gone here in the 9th.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, Andrew McCutchen as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Brantley is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The right field, number 3. Right.
At the plate, Bryce Harper. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Hard around first is Harper racing for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball one. Now the 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Tread lightly in this situation. Got a great hitter at the plate, runner in scoring position. Don't be afraid, you got the base open.
2 out here and a runner at second. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game perhaps. It's 2-1. Two and two. The 2-2. Now a swing and he gets him to pop it up, and that'll drop into no man's land out there for a base hit. And to score the runner from second. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. At the plate, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Phillies 10 and the Astros 1. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0 home. Right back to the mound for Arrieta. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Joe Springer.
Here's George Springer. Last time through was a base hit. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Line toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
Hey, great arm action on that changeup right there. You come up to the plate with runners in scoring position, you're going to be super aggressive. I don't fault that guy for swinging through.
And it's fouled away. Arrieta sets, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Line to the right side. Oh, and he misses it. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
So here's Josh Reddick. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. And with one out in the ninth, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the ninth inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the ninth inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
Now at the plate, Lorenzo Quintana. Grounded down the third baseline. There's Segura. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him, and the Phillies will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
10-2 the final in this game. Philadelphia put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Jake Arrieta earns a league-high 18th win, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Justin Verlander was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
All right. Well, the Phillies break out the brooms and sweep the Astros in their own home stadium. Didn't expect that at all. Certainly didn't expect them to score 10 runs, nor did I expect the Justin Verlander, the Houston starter, to get pulled so early. But when you got a guy on the mound like Jake Arrieta, striking out 6, going a complete game, letting up 2 runs, started getting a little shaky there toward the end, letting up the 2 runs in the 8th and the 9th. But overall, just another commanding performance by Jake the Snake. And the streak continues. Win number 18 for our version of The Undertaker. The streak continues for Jake Arrieta. Rhys Hoskins, no doubt the player of the game. 5 for 6 at the dish. A double, 2 runs batted in. Was just hitting the cover off the ball. Tonight, as we take you to the replay vault, take a look. And, well, lo and behold, here's who got the scoring started with the RBI. RBI double here by the big fella. And I believe that would score Mean Gene, if I'm not mistaken. It may have been Bryce Harper. I think it was Bryce Harper. Could be wrong. That was a great catch. I got to give it to him. That was a really, really, really good catch. Can't say nothing bad about that. That definitely made the highlight reel. Well, here's Mean Gene here. Ground ball out to left field, scoring the Phil's second run in the top of the 4th. Making it 2-0 there, and Roman Quinn gets into the act here as he lines this one out to right field. That would score a run, making it 4-0 in the 4th. And here's Mean Gene, another hit. I tell you, it must have been a toss-up between him and Rhys for hits. There's an RBI single right there, making it 5-0. And here's Scott Kingery. Boom. I believe my son hit this one. Pretty sure he did. Yeah, he hit that one. So that made it 6-0 in the 6th. At this point, it was 7-0, and well, Kingery was at it again. You could maybe be a strong case to make this guy player of the game too. His bat was alive tonight. 7-0 at that point. Mean Gene with another hit. driving in another run, making it 9-0 at this point in the 8th. Phillies seem to be scoring their runs the later the game goes, as it's been over the last couple of series. And here's Rhys Hoskins with yet another RBI. He goes oppo boppo. He puts this one out in the right field, just barely inside the foul line there, as that made it 10-1. Houston had already scored a run at that point. 10-2 at this point, and this was what it would end the game. As Mean Gene over there flashes some leather, tosses it over to Hoskins. Game over. Phils win. They sweep the Houston Astros at Minute Maid Park. Today's game, a final score of 10-2. Phillies 10 runs on 22 hits. It's strange that they got that many hits, but they played it only 10. So it's kind of strange. One error on the play, and I believe that error was charged to when Arrieta threw the ball over Rhys's head. I believe that's where the error came from. I'm not so sure that it was Bryce Harper who had that botched catch out there and right. At least if it was, I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and check the line score. But Rhys 5 for 6 with a double, 2 runs batted in. Mean Gene 4 for 5 with a double and 3 runs batted in. Scott Kingery 2 for 5, a home run on the day. He's hit a home run in every game in this series. So I got to say, the player of the series, big ups to Scott Kingery, who's really been on fire here of late. Bryce Harper, no home runs for him. Still looking for that 35th home run, but it wasn't to be. Also non-existent tonight, even though he was in the lineup. No hits for Andrew McCutchen. But Bryce Harper managed to get 3 hits at 6 appearances to the plate tonight with 2 doubles and scored 3 times himself. But yes, there's your player of the game, Rhys Hoskins. We're going to get out of this, and a well-deserved player of the game, 5 for 6. Went to the plate a lot tonight. And I got to say that I guess the trick with Verlander was just let him pitch his filth, and eventually I guess he pitched himself out. Sooner or later, I guess patience is rewarded, and I got some more stuff here, and again, more stuff I'll never use. So that's it. And the Phils, I believe, won their 14th straight with that win tonight. Jake the Snake improves to 18-0. He might be the only undefeated pitcher left in all of this season. The last time I checked, there was a pitcher on the Minnesota Twins who was undefeated. But that was like 5 or 6 games ago, so I'd really have to go check. But Jake the Snake, 18-0. He's looking to become the first 20-game winner. Of course, that'll probably come after the All-Star break. But we will see what goes on with that. Jake is really on fire, and no doubt he will be the starting pitcher in the All-Star game. I got to believe. I don't choose who makes the team. Literally, the computer picks it with their air quote fans voting system. I'm sure they go on stats and performance, but be that as it may. So Justin Verlander takes the loss. Did not look Justin Verlander-esque tonight. He is now 9-8. Jake improves to 18-0, 1.63 ERA, and falling. Of course, it probably would have been a little lower had he not let up those 2 runs, but it's a very minuscule collateral damage to the 18-0 mark that he has posted every time he's gone into a game. I believe, with the exception of maybe one no decision, he has pulled off a win. But big ups to the Phillies bats tonight as they managed to score 10 runs tonight. First 2 games, Phils won by 2 runs, and last night they only won by 1 run. So Phils walk out of Houston and head back east to start a weekend series, and this will actually be the first half ending series in Washington to face the Nationals. As you see, Zach Eflin will take to the hill for game 1 of that series. He'll be opposed by Anibal Sanchez Saturday evening. Should be a good matchup here. Is Double V, Vince Velasquez, looking for win number 13. And he'll be opposed by Max Scherzer. He always is tough on the Phillies, and his record, 10-4, speaks for itself. He's no slouch by any means. He is a very effective pitcher, and ought to give the Phillies a run for their money on Saturday. But the final game of the first half sees Aaron Nola, and this is going to be another marquee matchup as Aaron Nola looks for win number 16 to end the first half, as he'll be opposed by Steven Strasburg. And that will be this starting tomorrow night. Phils will be in Washington, D.C., and that will close out the first half of the season, this weekend series. And Monday we'll be doing the Home Run Derby. Don't know who's going to be in it, but should be interesting. We'll see what happens there. Tuesday night, the All-Star game. And a couple days off. And then Phils will venture home to welcome Mike Trout, South Jersey's own Mike Trout. He's South Jersey's favorite son, as he returns home with his Los Angeles Angels to battle the Phils, his, I guess you would say his childhood team. He's certainly an Eagles fan, I know that for sure. I'm assuming he was a Phillies fan growing up. Much like we all did when we were kids, we went to the vet to see Eagles and Phillies games, much like Mike Trout did. So he'll be coming home, and wheels will be going on Friday. Jake will be back on the hill looking for win number 19 next Saturday. So that should be interesting. And, of course, we will be seeing, I'm going to say that's going to be Vince Velasquez there, or Eflin, probably Zach Eflin. So we are at the halfway point of the season, and I got to say, it's the Phillies are looking like, at this point, a shoo-in to get to the World Series, I got to say. And I don't say that in a cocky way, but the way they're playing right now, with their record right now, it's looking very strong. But nevertheless, another series is behind us, and another series with a division rival is in front of us, as Zach Eflin will take on Anibal Sanchez. That'll be tomorrow night, round about 7-ish, depending on what time I get home from work and how long of a day I had. I'm actually surprised I have enough energy to get this game in after the day I had today. But a little peek behind the curtain. So there it is, their final score tonight as the Phils sweep the Astros. Phils win this one by a final score of 10-2 as Rhys Hoskins, your player of the game. Well, that's it for now, everybody. Going to do away with the results from around the league. I honestly don't have the patience to wait for it, and I'm sure you probably don't want to hear it either. So that'll be it for now. I appreciate you guys tuning in as you usually do. Hey, pass the word around, The real Major League Baseball season, the abbreviated season, 60 games, will be starting toward the latter part of this month. But for now, we got some real-time, real season baseball here, as this would have been the actual 2020 schedule had the season gone off as it should have. And the Phillies would have been leaving Houston today and embarking on a 3-game series this weekend with the Washington Nationals. So anyway, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a coworker, tell a brother or sister or whomever. If you want to see some simulated video game style Phillies baseball, courtesy of MLB The Show 20, this is the place. So check it out here on the Bilskie channel. Don't forget to follow the Facebook page, Bilskie's Philly Season, and follow all the goings on with the team. And that'll be it. So again, thanks for watching, everybody. Phil sweep the Astros out, 10-2 the final here tonight, and we'll look for you tomorrow night as the Phils will take on the Washington Nationals. Thanks for watching, and have a good night, everybody.